Well, we don't see as many forest fires here in Connecticut as in Yellowstone. A lot of what we see in forest fires in the park can be found here on campus. Natural forest fires in Yellowstone are caused by lightning strikes, which cannot be prevented or predicted. These strikes create large amounts of heat in a tree, which usually erupts into flame. Heat, oxygen, and fuel make up the elements of the fire triangle, which creates a long-lasting and detrimental fire. There are 3 different types of forest fires which spread to different areas of the forest. Ground fires occur on the forest base and burn leaves and grass. Surface fires burn shrubs and low-lying branches in the forest. Crown fire is the most dangerous type of forest fire and burn the top of the trees, spreading quickly from crown to crown. Although most forest fires in Yellowstone are natural and therefore cannot be stopped, a large percentage of fires in the park are caused by humans. Burning cigarettes, camping equipment, and propane gases are among some of the direct causes of forest fires. Man-made forest fires are a major issue in Yellowstone and can be easily prevented.
Secondary succession is a series of community changes that takes place on a disturbed or damaged previously colonized habitat. These areas have been cleared either by trees falling or destructive events, such as fires. Since there is already existing seed banks of suitable plants in the soil, root systems undisturbed in the soil, stumps, and other plant parts from previously existing plants can rapidly regenerate. The fertility and structure of the soil has also been substantially modified by previous organisms to make it more suitable for growth and colonization. This is a problem in Yellowstone because even though there is existing seed banks, it takes over 150 years for the forest to grow back. What Keays has been drawing is the different steps of secondary succession. First, there are the annual weeds which occur after a year. Then there are annual and perennial weeds which occur after 2 to 4 years. Then you have the pine seedlings and saplings which occurs after 5 to 15 years. Then the young pine forest from 25 to 50 and mature hardwood forest from 150 years.
In today's society, it is generally assumed that forest fires are bad to the environment and to society. I'm here to tell you that forest fires actually have a lot of beneficial elements to it that is great to the ecosystem that it is burning in. First of all, forest fires are naturally a part of the circle of life in nature. Forest fires allow for older trees to become burned down, and that allows new ones to be able to grow because they'll have more room to. The burnt trees will create a better soil for the newer trees to grow, so the burnt trees create a better environment for them also. Also, the forest fires create a hole in the canopy in the forest, which will be able to cause more sunlight to seep into the forest, and that will greatly affect the growth rate of the newer plants and trees in the ecosystem and forest. And the increased amount of sunlight that will occur will really be able to help these plants grow.
There are, however, some negative factors that come out of forest fires. When there are less trees, there is less oxygen produced and less carbon dioxide absorbed. Carbon dioxide is also released in forest fires, and less trees only adds to an increase in CO2. An increase in carbon dioxide in the atmosphere will only add to our growing problem of global warming. Adding to that, bodies of water can become polluted from the ash that is carried away with the rain. Ash in the water can damage the plants and the fish. So even though in some ways forest fires are good for our ecosystem, in some ways they are bad for the atmosphere and the overall health of the planet. Forest fires can have a negative effect on wildlife too. A lot of animals are killed, and even if the fire does not directly kill the animal, a lack of shelter and food after the fact can kill the animals. The cleanup after the fire can be stressful for park rangers and workers because there are lots of burned brush. The increase in carbon dioxide in the air can hurt the respiratory systems of these people working in the park and is also expensive to put out the fire and to clean up after it. Going off of that, there can also be a reduction in tourism if it is not safe in the area and if there is a reduction of wildlife. So overall, there are some negative effects that wildfires have on the environment.